everyone, we are from group No Direction. My name is Adriana.
My name is Amni. My name is Emilia.
I'm Mia.
I'm Gopher. I'm Frankie.
And the title of our poem is The Story of Grand Piano. She was a grand piano.
Grand in structure, grand in beauty, grand in quality of sound.
She had captured the heart of every pianist who had come to play in the great hall. Once they touched the piece,
They fell in love with the celestial sounds that resonated from her core. Immediately.
He was a grand musician, adept at playing several instruments.
music was what made him come to life. His passion,
Seeing in the swaying of his body, has become erupted in the sound.
He came looking for her, having heard of her beauty, her perfection.
And when he touched her,
he was captivated.
Something in the way she sounds attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in love. Night after night, the hall was packed with music lovers waiting to hear him play.
But they also came to feast their eyes. For when he sat there at the piano,
It was almost as if he was in the throes of passion.
she made him pour and release his inner soul in notes that vibrated and fascinated from each the listener's heart. Passion redefined.
his fame spread. He spends hours every day.
Sitting there on the stage, caressing her keys, making her do to his bidding, making her move to a forte crescendo and then another,
soothing her with pianissimo after the storm of passion was spent.
When did it happen? When had restlessness taken hold? When?
He couldn't remember a specific moment, but at night,
After the concert were over, and he was there in his room.
He would dream to travel again.
And he'll think of the violin he had seen for sale in the most renowned store music in Europe,
The
a store beside the Grand Hall.
she was a beauty, sleek, streamlined, shapely, and after he had touched and fondled her,
hear the noise he could bring to relief in his flexible finger. He knew.
The time had come to say goodbye. All his saving and more went into purchasing the violin that he had dreamed all of the time that will fit snugly under his chin.
He could travel with her.
She was.
Lightweighted,
Easy to carry,
she was not stationary, heavy.
It was a last concert, and he gave the piano in his all.
The audience sensed a difference in the man.
the room was electrified with the notes of a passion bursting from the fusion of man and instrument. The piano had never sounded so angelic, sweet, repleted with every nuance of lover's dream. Something seemed to be tugging at the pianist's heart, but before he took his bow, they saw his eyes wet with tears.
Years passed. His fame grew. He was now known as the master of violins.
the shining star of his contemporaries, one of a kind.
She was happy, famous. He was traveling light.
His violin was his finger, to play with every night. A perfect mistress.
A perfect muse.
Yet why?
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 Did he find himself back in the hole all this time?
He stood there aghast, for all he could see in the stage of the overture. Where is she? He demanded.
The janitor squinted at him, tried to remember, and he gave a smile. Why? Did you hear?
It was all in the paper. After you left, something went terribly wrong with the grand piano. The notes keep coming out wrong.
It didn't matter who sat down to play, and to tell you the truth, some of the pianists are even better than you, also I heard said.
Nothing surprised. They brought professional tuners.
Everything seems alright, but the music lacked life. She couldn't get fixed, and so in the end, she was sold for scrap pieces to a carpenter who hacked her into pieces to use for firewood.
The musician stood there and tears streaming down his face.
He had been heavy, her maintenance difficult, her stationary heart unmovable. He had longed to travel light,
To relish minimum maintenance demands, to travel far and wide like feather on the breeze.
airy and light. Oh, so light.
But could someone be found who could explain to him the heaviness in his heart that rooted him, immovable, to the spot?
Where was
Like a beautiful